I saw evil for the first time, and I was transformed. It was 1986. My military husband got sent to a post in what was then West Germany, and I soon followed. I was mesmerized by history, art, and architecture. And here I was in a country that opened a doorway to the past that I stepped through with awestruck reverence. In my little town of Holzheim, all of the houses looked like gingerbread. There was a stone church built in 500 AD, a Roman road with grass growing through it, and at the end of that, a forest so dark and dense that fairies must live inside. And if I got tired of that Tolkienish landscape, I could go to the local bakery and chow down on pastries filled with Bavarian cream. I could drive down the Autobahn at the speed of light without getting a traffic ticket, which I had an unfortunate propensity for in the US. Or I could go shopping with an exchange rate that made 2 Kentucky middle-class kids feel rich. But despite all of its allure, Germany had a dark side. There was a wall between East and West. And to me, that eastern part of the country represented everything dark and uncertain. Every time I got on a train, a trickle of fear would run down my spine. What if I missed my stop? What if I fell asleep? What if I woke up in Poland behind the Iron Curtain? After my exploration that summer, I got a job teaching 5th grade at the Department of Defense schools in Gießen. And one day, we took a field trip, 70 5th grade children, 3 teachers, and several chaperones, to the wall between East and West Germany. Now, I knew the history of this region. For all of my life, the US and the USSR had been in a Cold War. I knew that those people on the other side of that wall had a very different life than the lucky, free life I had had. But I knew this only intellectually. As we passed down to the observation area, after a short briefing, where we were told to keep our hands where they could be seen and not to make any sudden moves, the fear that ran through me was not the visceral terror that I would die at that moment, but was instead the horrible realization that such evil could exist. The idea that entire countries of people could be caged made my blood run cold. And as the children came down the stairs behind me, and the guards on the tower swung their weapons toward us, I saw the same emotions cross their faces: fear, terror, sadness, anger. In the distance, the walls were made of corrugated metal, painted institution green with razor guard at the top. Guard towers stood every 50 to 100 feet apart, all manned by East German soldiers, just like at a maximum security prison. Beyond that wall was another wall with the words Gefahr, Landminen, danger, landmines. And one of the little boys said to me, "Why are they aiming their guns at us? We're just kids." And I answered, because their leaders tell them lies. They tell them that we are bad. Many of the children raise their fists in anger at the guards on those guard posts. Just that small expression of fury. In the years that followed, I never forgot that trip to the wall. And I'm sure those children didn't either. In 1989, I was back in the U.S., and a wonderful story came on the news. The Berlin Wall had fallen. On the news, the video footage showed East Germans tearing down the wall that had once imprisoned them and walking into the arms of family members they had not seen for years. Those people, happy, smiling, jumping up and down in pure euphoria, were the faces of freedom that I will always remember. Their joy brought tears to my eyes. And I truly believe that physical walls start with mental walls. His religion is different than mine. Her politics are the opposite of mine. They are aliens. Fear dictates that I should push them away. But I don't want to be that person. So whenever I start to build a wall in my own heart, because I am afraid of the foreignness of someone's ideology or behavior or looks, and we all do it, it's the price of being human, and it's a constant struggle. I try to remember those people, happy, smiling, jumping up and down with their newfound freedom. And I start to mentally tear down the concrete blocks I had erected, because life was not meant to be lived